Hey yo, shout out to whoever watching this right here. Y'all know who I am already, huh? Loaf Lyfe Manny. We in a Loaf Lyfe motherfucking platform, which is the storefront. You feel me? The event space. This is what I do. You know what I mean? We got the game room back here. We got the brothers back here playing the game. You feel me? This is what I do. If y'all into gaming, we got a whole event space to game out. You know what I mean? Charge a little light fee. You want to come here, take your anger, frustrations out, bring your kids. We have tournaments, you feel what I'm saying? In the daytime, you know what I mean? Right here. You know what I mean? We do tickets, raffles, giveaways. You feel what I'm saying? For the winners, there's a prize. You know what I mean? First, second, and third place. You know, at the end of the day, this is Loaf Lyfe right here, man. All avenues I'm covering, you heard? But right now, let's get into this talk right here. You know the vibes, man. It's Out of Sight with a Mind, Loaf Lyfe Manny. I'm here with the boy. Nigga, you know what this is. You know what this is. You feel me? I told you I was going, listen, man. Yeah.
Yeah, two-headed monster,
The
man.
two-headed monster, man.
Two-headed monster.
We here.
We're going to break that down.
I'm Bix 31. I'm Mr. Bix 31. That's Mr. 51 Bix under that Brim shit, you heard?
Yes, sir.
Now, I mean, back in the days, anything that we talk about right now is over 10, 15, 20 years old, you heard?
Yeah.
But it's this right here. In order to move forward, you got to clean up shop. You got to get all snakes, all suckers, all perpetrators, everybody that, you feel me, played a role in the destruction should not be around. And we're talking about, I don't care if you stay alive. I just want you to away from me. You feel me? Everybody has something to say in a interview about something. But many people leave truth out. So me coming home from prison and looking at these interviews and seeing like what these dudes is talking about and promoting, I felt disgusted. I felt like, you know, let down, disappointed, you feel me? And nobody's perfect, I understand. We all not perfect. We all want a story to tell and have a story to tell. But it becomes a problem when a brother don't speak the truth and totality of what they did and what they have done and the errors they have made. You feel me? Because destruction comes from the mind, comes from the mental. People think they too smart for their own good. But I was one of them kids that was a low-cut genius. You know what I mean? Organized and structured mentally. So when I took on this life, and this is why I feel so serious about it, because when I took it on, I really meant it. I didn't halfway mean it, I really meant it. You feel me? It's tatted, it's embedded, it's all over me, my back, it's everywhere. It's what I admired and what I loved. Like everybody else who came into this shit as a kid, it was all we knew. So for older dudes to play with people's lives, to give people false hope, I understand that it become times where we need, you feel me, a faith to follow. We need something to believe in. We need inspiration and motivation because we be broken as a people. You understand what I'm saying? Through the struggle. But when you mislead the people, you cause more chaos than construction. You cause more hurt than heal. You feel me? So therefore, you got brothers like me who taking things literal and really living by example and taking them oaths and them rules and them regulations seriously. You feel me? And spending years in prison behind that. My story is different. My story is so real because it's like this. Yeah, I know a lot of people in Cali, they like, man, it's our everyday life, fool. This is what we do out here. You know what I mean? This is I know that. You feel me? And that's the reason why I carry the loyalty and the love for the West Coast so deeply. Because they really live that. They really care for their hood. They really gonna die for their family, for their brothers that struggle. They're never gonna flip on them. You feel me? Unless them niggas is rats or suckers. Like, that's it. And even if you're the worst type of person, if you from the hood and you chucking up the hood, niggas is loving you. Niggas don't, it ain't no judgment zone. You feel me? It ain't no, oh, you don't get to the bag, I don't fuck with you. It ain't no, oh, you in and out of jail for putting on, so my bag is up, so I gotta shit on you. It's none of that. They actually showing homage to the brothers who sacrificed their life, who put on. You feel me? So like, out here, I just want to know what went wrong. Like, you feel me? Shaquelle, CK, Soul B, you know what I mean? Like Pimp, all you know, me and Pimp, we was up north together. We chopped it up. You feel me? Southport 2012. You feel me? I chopped it up with CK over the phone. I chopped it up with Soul B over the phone. We never got to be in the flesh, so I want y'all brothers to come and talk to me. You feel me? Set up an interview and talk to me. Get next to me. You feel what I'm saying? So we can have a discussion. You feel me? Word. Because that's from a second generation to a first generation. There's a lot of things that I got on my chest. Maybe I introduced myself a little wrong to the world by going on 050, but ain't nothing goofy or phony about my life, you heard? And the way I told y'all, I was gonna come with that, listen, whatever I say, I mean, you heard? Mel Kross, you did this to you. I just want you to know that. You feel me? However you feel about it, I could give a fuck less, man. Listen, I already know you not. Just enjoy life, bro. Listen, enjoy life. Take this on the chin. Take it as a lesson learned. You feel me? Just understand that you had a great man in your corner. You had a loyal man in your corner. You understand what I'm saying? For years, I was loyal to everybody that was Brim. I knew all your secrets. You feel me? All of them. Understand? You without facts, me and AK wasn't in communication for many years. So more shit came out. It's just like when you always thinking you got somebody committed and loyal and dedicated. But see, one thing about me is I always paid attention. I always paid attention, and my spirit always guided me, so it always led me away from the snakes and the suckers and the niggas that wasn't like me. You feel me? And I'm not saying, look, whatever make a person real in y'all eyes, makes them real. And we all have the ability to change and the opportunity to change. So I'm not here to stop anybody's change. Nobody's here bashing, intentionally trying to, no. Truth is truth. Lies is lies. Have stories come with completions. Especially if the niggas is still alive. How can you expect me, a person with high regard, high morals, high standards, you feel me, to come home and to see the shit on TV and to go back and listen and to hear shit and like, damn, me and this kid talked about this behind the scenes. We did. This is not something that the world was supposed to know. If you would have never did the stupid ass video you just did, knowing that, and you know for a fact, bro, ain't nothing soft about me, ain't nothing bitch about me. And what I wanted to know is what qualifies a man to do harm to another man, other than the thought of violence, other than the act of going to pick him up a weapon and going to actually commit the crime. Anybody could do that. This is the part that I'm trying to explain to the world, that nobody mentioned going to war. Nobody mentioned nothing disrespectful, suck my dick and all that. Nobody, listen, bro, you brought that. And I'm a bigger man. You see what I got going on. This is my shit. I mean, this is for anybody that's real right, for anybody that's down, for anybody that want to come up, you feel me? And you got a plan, you got a thought, Loaf Lyfe is the way. Because I'm going to take them plans and thoughts along with mine, and we going to become a movement, a legit movement, and we going to make them become reality. Because all my life, this is what I wanted. Success for my brothers. You feel me? Prosperity for my brothers. Business for my brothers. Black entrepreneurship for my brothers. You feel me? Nothing illegal. If you're thinking about anything illegal, step to the side, because it ain't coming over here. You feel me? We dealing with growth and development, upliftment, and betterment. You feel me? That's it. Over here. I'm not looking to bring you down, Kross, or anybody else on this YouTube platform. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for real, like I said, the truth. If we entitled to anything, we entitled to the truth. Nobody want to be on social media hearing a bunch of lies, a bunch of bullshit stories, a bunch of incomplete stories. Y'all want the complete version? Then everybody's entitled to their story, Kross. If your story is what you said, and my story is what I said, all I did was enlighten the people on what they didn't know, which you opened that door for. I didn't come on here first talking about F this and who was this and da da da. Whether you deaded your beef with the other man, you know damn well it was other people you gonna affect that was involved at that time. Words is everything. So what you should have did was said, damn, I went wrong by getting out there and expressing this type of shit. And even though it's years down the line, this is why they tell you be careful of what you say. Be careful of what you do, because karma will come back to you. You feel me? And I'm not the judge. I'm not God. Well, I am God, but I'm not God, if you understand that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a lesser God. But at the end of the day, back to this shit, nobody looked at you and said, oh, I'm going to go after Kross. I want him to feel like I want to take him down. I didn't do that. I expressed my truth. I expressed my feelings. And I gave you my version. And all I said was, yeah, I can't lie. When I expressed what I expressed to him about him being able to be touched, he said, yo, I would have still went out and I would have did this. You did. That's what you said to me. That's exactly what you said to me in my face. You didn't say you bitch ass nigga, you a coward, you wouldn't have did nothing. You didn't say none of that. Your response to Manny was, right in front of Pee-wee, your response was, what? Come on, yo, if niggas would have did anything, I would have went out. I would have went out and then it would have been whatever. And I said, yeah. But this is the truth. That was behind the scenes. All that, what you did to Mace, what you did to, you talking about Mace murder. In a comment, the nigga said, what I did to Mace behind the scene, ask Blinky, or some shit like that. Bro, I don't even know what them comments is, or who said that. It said Mel Kross in the comment. Maybe somebody got a fake page or something. All I could tell you is that this interview, it's one of the realest interviews probably to date on my end, because I ain't see this brother in over since 2009. 2009 was the last time I seen this man, and what we was doing. High rate.
Matter of fact,
Nagasaki.
tearing that shit up.
Tore that shit up. Grand entrance, about 50 of us. I wish we had them motherfucking
look,
videos.
that wasn't that era. No
Bottles, it wasn't no videos and recording and all of that shit in 2009. I had the Benz, the red CLK 430. You feel me? Fresh out of prison. This not nothing new to me. It's new to y'all niggas. It ain't new to me. You feel me? And it ain't new to him. We just living basic, good lives right now, being free, wanting to do something different. Some of our hands call for different shit. You could tell. Look at us. I just want y'all to say, look at Kross, look at me. Is it a difference? It is a difference. But I don't give a fuck about the material shit. You can have everything and own everything. I'm happy for you, brother. I'm just saying the character is the difference. I ain't talking about the material shit. Our characters is different. I don't got nothing to hide. The brother said I'm transparent. That's a good thing. That means this right here. What you see is what you get. You feel me? I'm never changing for nobody. If I do change, it's for the better. But as far as who I am and my belief system, that's never gonna change, ever. So it's Loaf Lyfe or no life. You feel me? Hit them high, hit them low. That's it. That's it. Ain't no in-betweens. You feel me? Either you gonna love it or you gonna hate it. But what's guaranteed is that you gonna get the same me. Same me. You feel me? So we gonna get on to this interview. You feel me? I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope y'all don't wanna shit. Nigga already probably wanna be outside with a camera running around somebody's hood. Come on, bro. Who does that type of shit? It's 2024. Niggas got helicopters and spaceships and state-of-the-art material. Fans and shit. You know niggas got fans on their shit now, right? Like drums and shit. Like niggas is playing the drums. Fans and shit. Switches. Nigga, we ain't. Let's play nice. You feel me? We gonna play nice. Nobody from the East Coast to the West Coast. You know the vibes. You feel me? So we gonna get into this interview, you heard? It's Loaf Lyfe Manny, the bro AK. You feel me? We're gonna start it off like this, man. AK, man, can you explain to the people who you are and where you from? And what your travels was, like where you lived at and your journey. And if you was involved with, affiliated with any hoods, if you was affiliated with any gangs in your lifetime, or, you know, put the people on or who you are, because you've been in the dark. You a brother that I knew was relevant for many years and many things. And I'm not gonna tell a story. I just told y'all I was coming with an interview with a major important factor. And he's my brother. So, right.
So like, when it comes to
tell him who you are.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? More or less, I'm AK, man, the real AK, better known as anything killer, you heard? You know what I'm saying? And like when it comes to where I'm from and shit, like it's so hard to really, it's like so many discrepancies with that, because my father from Corona, Queens, and my mom was from Long Island, you know what I'm saying? So when I was born, I was with my mom in Corona. I started school in Corona, but I used to come to Westbury on weekends. So Westbury's my hood. I own Westbury. I don't give a fuck what no nigga say. Can't nobody tell you different right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to the Prospect Street, man. You know what I mean? Hellraiser, man. I knew him back in the days. Prospect, Pyru, you heard? Shout out to them.
Yeah, you already, you know what I mean? Shout out to the PP niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, PP, they really stepped out for Westbury, you know what I'm saying? With repping the hood.
That's that 5-1 big shit, you heard?
So, you know, shout out to Trail.
I remember those days.
Yeah, big fact. So like, they were some of the first ones to pop it for on some 5-1 big shit. You know what I'm saying? So
them in the Belt Lanes.
Real talk. So
and then Brick City came.
Little Brick Lanes.
Little Brick Lanes,
out in Glen Cove.
Facts, on West Side Time.
Shout out to
Yeah,
all
that's
my
facts.
niggas out there.
I remember.
Yeah, so like, I kind of like, between that, by the time I was like 4 or 5, my parents split. My father moved to the Bronx. I lived with my father. Because I went, you know what I'm saying, I grew up in that drug era. We ain't got to get into it. I grew up in the drug era. So at that time, my mom was dealing with something. By the time I was about 5, she done picked up a habit. I had to stay with my father in the Bronx. So I'm bouncing back and forth. I'm growing up in the Bronx. Weekends I'm in Corona or in Westbury. So all these is my hood.
So you was a traveler like me.
Exactly.
You know, inside, home, household issues caused you to be in the street.
Exactly.
I can relate.
So by age 11, I had ran away for the first. And look, it's funny.
Wow, I was 11 too.
Yeah, 11.
That's crazy. 11 is that number. That's that number. And you know what that is? Yo, 11 is a powerful number. That's 1 and 1, which equal 2, which is what? Wisdom.
Straight up.
You heard? So that's when you becoming a man, because you learning things differently. Wisdom.
And you know what's funny? My relative is here with me right now. When I ran away, this nigga was hiding me right here. My cousin B Knuckles. Get that blood. B
Knuckles. Shout out to B Knuckles in the building, man. B Knuckles, man. Let him know what's up, man. Yeah.
So B Knuckles, you know what I'm saying? He was on that structure with Outlaw 20 back in the day. You know what I mean? That was the high for Queens. You know what I'm saying?
So I didn't even know none of this. Look, B Knuckles is another one of yours, Mel. This was one of yours right here. This was one of yours right here. Yeah. We gonna get to it, y'all. Stay tuned. Look, listen.
So when I ran away from home, this nigga was hiding me in Queens. And my grandmother from Long Island came out. And his brother was like, yo, listen, your grandmother from Long Island is different, bro. She's looking for you. They got me to the crib, whatever. Eventually, I robbed a nigga where I'm from by the time I was 13 in Corona. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I robbed a nigga and I caught my first case. I went to DFY, I was in Spofford, and then they let me out. That's when I went to Long Island. I ran away again. I went to Long Island, I was in Westbury, I was running around with the Mad Mob niggas. Then I started a gang, LCW, Low Cash Warriors. That was outside of town. Me, my
Look, another symbolicness. This is another Low Cash Warriors. My hood, I'm from Crime Dance. Our shit is Wine Dance Warriors, you heard? Look, another symbolic shit. It's crazy.
It's crazy how I led up to him. Like, we gonna get to it. So now, Low Cash Warriors, that was me, my nigga Freddie P. Freddie P is rolling 60 Crip now. That's my brother. I love him to death. I don't care. We started LCW together. You know what I'm saying? Freddie P, my nigga Payne, Douglas Young from Westbury, Martin Young, his brother, Gelada, shit, man. It was a few, but my cousin Chablis, motherfucking like you're a female, whatever. We started the game. From there, we was riding under the Mad Mob niggas. So like, in Westbury at that time, I caught some cases and I ended up going to Westbury Juvenile. Yeah, I was in there with Manny Durango. You know what I'm saying? I was in there with Durango big ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's the person I spoke about. I had a fight with me and my son Kai jumped him from Hempstead. You heard? Killer Kai. In my last interview, I spoke about
BIP Killer Kai. Shout out to Terrace Ave, Hempstead. You already know, man. You know how the city got when Killer Kai was. Y'all already know how it got, bro. Y'all know how niggas. Y'all know how the homies was on it. Y'all know the uproar. He was one of those people that when he left, it was an uproar.
Hella good home. Hella good food. Word. BIP Killer Kai.
Good talk, man. Shout out to the stud. You heard? So like, you know what I'm saying? After all of that, I was in Westbury Juvenile. I went through that shit. Me and HB used to go at it.
Yo, before you continue, shout out to my boys, man. C Murder. You already know who I'm talking about, man. And Christopher, that's Christopher Randall. Shout out to my boy Mega, man. Corey Chris, man.
Mega was good, nigga.
You feel me?
That's my nigga.
Shout out to them too, man. We did a lot. We've been up north. We did a lot up north together. I love y'all, man. More power, more respect, more love, man. Get with me. And Murder L, man. Leon Morel, word. Shout out to him, man.
Talking about the Brim, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, talking about Leon.
Leon.
Yeah, Leon. Yeah, shout out. Talking about G Money brother.
Yeah.
That's
Rest in peace,
Murder
King
L.
Buddy.
We live together. That's my nigga. Wow.
Shout out to the real ones, man. I've been around.
Yeah.
I don't know what he talking about. I don't know what they think. But from Nassau to Suffolk and Long Money, yeah, relevant.
Those are all real niggas.
That's why I'm legendary, you heard? Because I could bring you to the source. You feel me? Of where I'm from. And ain't nothing like loving your hood and being somebody in your hood. Even if you nobody anywhere else. If you living a life of being in the streets, you supposed to be somebody where you from. And if you ain't got no street niggas that held it down, that did prison time, and came home and staying sturdy like you heard, check my Facebook live earlier today. when I had Sonny Black call me from prison. That's the Big Billy. Sonny Black in the federal institution right now from Syracuse. You heard? Anybody that's with the dips that's under you, y'all know who he is. And like I said, I ain't talked to him in years. Just called out of the blue today, and he had something to say about you, Kross. Yeah, check the live. Go on my Facebook, Loaf Lyfe Manny, Loaf Lyfe Phillips. Go on that. Or Loaf Lyfe Manny, pardon me, Loaf Lyfe Manny. That's what it is. You feel me? So we gonna get back to AK. We're gonna let him finish telling you his story. You heard?
So I'm gonna briefing it up for you. You know, when I was in Westbury Juvenile, shout out to HB, man, motherfucker Troy Beto, bro, from the stat. Now I used to go out with that nigga, man. But he one of those niggas that we can't stand each other, but we love each other. That's my nigga, you heard? So you know, at that time, they kept shooting me back to the Bronx, to Sparta. Every time I caught a charge in Long Island, they would send that shit running concurrent with either Bronx criminal court or Queens family court, right? So eventually, for that robbery, all that shit, I went upstate. I went to New Gossett, then Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Then I landed in. They didn't want to let me go home. They were trying to restrict me to 18. My time was done, but I was still on orientation. I never made adjustment or none of that shit. I went through the whole system 2 years and came home. You already know. You was another orientation.
Yeah, another
red laces, all that.
Red laces, man.
Yeah.
Anybody tell you, and Mo, I'm gonna bring Mo and tell him I'm bringing Mo to my next podcast because Mo was the first person that seen me come home. Rest in peace. I can't bring Biggie because Biggie's, you know what I mean, above right now. Rest in peace, Biggie and shit. But Biggie and Mo was the first ones that seen me when I came home.
Yeah.
Back to Long Island.
Yeah.
Fresh off the train, red laces, Chuck Taylors. You feel me? Word. I know how it is. So,
exactly.
Yeah,
so,
that mean that you was fucking up in DFY.
Exactly. I came home, nigga. I went to bed at 8 o'clock, nigga.
Your red laces was bad. I don't know why they always put red with bad and blue with fire and water. Like, you feel me? So
so like when I was in Mount Vernon at that time, that's when Ben Gordon was there. You know what I'm saying? And I used to fuck with Ben. We was cool. And my nigga Farm, the real, you know, Farm from but we called him Hooker. He's from West. He's from the Bronx. But Hooker, he played and one with us. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Farm. So we was all in there. I ended up getting into some shit. We got into a riot, make a long story short. Nigga got thrown through a trophy case. You know what I'm saying? Trail of Air Maxes and blood through the hole where they found the nigga. I got up out of there. Now, a nigga might try to say, now look, shout out to Mount Vernon. You already know, nigga, 535 South Ninth Ave. I was all over New York. I was out there too. When that situation happened, when I popped the riot in Mount Vernon High, when I popped the riot, and it shook from there. At that time, I was Billy first. I was in the powwow line. I'm not gonna say the homie name that I came in with, but you already know. Shout out to Stacks, nigga. BIP, motherfucker Chi-Chi, motherfucker Fox. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Ice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So like that's what I was last told. Yeah.
Fox,
so,
I knew Fox died upstate.
Upstate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ice was telling me. Matter of fact, I ran into Ice in the feds in FDC Philly when I got kicked out of Fort Dix.
Ice from Foster, right? Oh, where you from?
Ice was saying that.
No, Ice from Say Neck.
Ice Neck. It was all with the whole FSU, everything over there.
Oh, okay, all right. They was FSU.
Yeah, I was in the powwow line.
All right,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was in the powwow line first.
I know you talking about.
Yeah. So eventually, BIP powwow, right?
BIP powwow.
But like I said, the homie that I came over there with, it is what it is. So I ain't gonna mention it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah. So
I get it.
When I left that Harlem line, right? I went back to the Bronx. Luch. At the time, and Lucci's family, like Lucci, we go back. I'm talking about Harlem days, because I like when I was in the Bronx, all my family's in Harlem too. My grandmother and my grandfather, like Harlem, that's their shit. They owned the hotel out there.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So like, family heavy in Harlem. So like every weekend I'm in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? So at the time, back in the day, Lucci used to hang with my older relatives. You know what I mean? I was a little nigga under Lucci, you know. Pee Wee too, real talk. Like before Pee Wee went away, nigga, I was a little nigga on 27th Street, Harlem, nigga. That's our block, my nigga. Like that's blood, sweat, and tears. Our family block. Anybody from that area, know, nigga. Like it's different when it comes to 27th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Back then, I had
Pee Wee was from 29th, right?
I believe,
Yeah, you feel 29th,
yeah.
I think.
That's what I'm saying. But that whole area, 27th, 28th, 29th, nigga, we all, every block on there, we all related in some type of way or another. So, you know what I'm saying?
I've been through there. We took me through there.
Yeah.
I've been through there with a few people. What's her name? What's the name? It was fucking with her just now. What's his name? He up north and shit. He was Mac. He was Prime and he turned Mac. Headers. Headers was fucking with her.
Yo.
Money or some shit like that.
Yo.
Money Bentley or some
Money
shit.
Red. Yo. You hear me? I'm doing this interview with Manny F.
Hold on for 1 second.
I'm gonna hit you right back, bro. Yeah, you hear me? Yeah, I'm doing the interview real quick. As soon as I get done, I'm gonna call you right back. All right.
No. Yeah. I'm good with that. Word. So yeah, we gonna get on with this interview real quick.
Oh yeah, so like I was saying, in Mount Vernon, all that shit happened. I got locked up. So like I said, shout out to Mount Vernon. You know what I'm saying? I dare nigga go out and say, I ain't never been ran out of nowhere, right? I left in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? I popped the riot off from Mount Vernon High. I left in handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? When I got locked up, but remember I told you I was trying to get out of DFY because they kept extending me. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm going all out so I can catch a new case. I went to Valhalla County, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm no longer in DFY custody now. I'm
Can't
trying
really
to
turn that up though, like, cause we doing an interview, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it up.
Yeah. No doubt.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, you know, when I caught that charge, right? It was some old riot shit, whatever. A nigga had got stitched up. I don't want to brag about the situation,
Right.
but a nigga got busy out there or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So after that shit happened, I went to jail. I came back to the Bronx. Luch was over there. He was up on B Road. So, you know, I'm leaving Wash every day. I'm going up to B Road, me and my nigga Yacht, you know what I'm saying? My relative. They was already over there though. Truthfully, a lot of niggas don't know Yacht was already brimming under and let me give the disclaimer, right? I'm not a Brim, so I'm not gonna go too deep into I'm not gonna talk about nothing current with NYBBA or nothing like that, because I ain't got no contribution to it. So I ain't gonna do none of that, right? We just talking about facts and history. This is real history. Like when it came to Brims in fucking New York, when it came to prime time in the street, me and this nigga right here started this shit in many fucking areas. The first niggas, I'm talking about that line that Luch started, that Pee Wee line that put out, that line that Pee Wee put out in the Bronx, that was us. Me, Luch, Shorty 5'9", motherfucking, I ain't even gonna mention the niggas that ain't with us no more. But even them niggas, like, you already know, like, that
So
first
basically what you doing is saying that, yo, me being a relevant factor you knew of back then.
Yeah, so this is how that happened, right? I was in the Bronx at the time, and I had just got out of DFY.
So you saying that you was a Brim before?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, eventually.
okay.
So when I came over there,
I get it.
I started fucking with Luch. You already know. Luch pulled me over, but I had a little position with Billy,
Right.
and Luch was like, "Listen, when it comes to this Brim shit, homie, if you switch over, come over here with us." Because at the time I was beefing with MS-13s. I had just got shot by the MS-13s in West.
I remember there was a lot of beef out there.
Yeah.
This about to be around 97, 98.
Yeah.
Around that time, because I was staying out there and they was heavy and we was beefing with them hard and Roosevelt.
Facts.
All up and down Nassau Road.
In West Bay, I was the first nigga to get shot by the niggas.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? I was in a wheelchair for a whole year behind that shit, right?
All right.
So when I had got hit, I went to my Billy homies when I was Billy. And they was like, homie, that's some Long Island shit. You like to be out there, we ain't got nothing to do with that. So that's what made me go, fuck. After that, I was like, nigga, Nah, like niggas left me like on some, and I'm not blaming Billy's. These are these individuals. It's not the hood Billy that it wasn't a Billy Paul.
Right.
It was the niggas I was.
The
fucking
niggas
with.
that you was fucking
yeah,
with. We
you know
get
what
it.
I'm
We
saying?
get it. Yeah.
So they basically was like, yo, that's some Long Island shit. Like that's what you like to be, my nigga. We ain't getting involved with that. Left me on my own. So at the time, I was fucking with Luch. I was running around over there with him. You know what I'm saying? And then it came to it, and I was just like, yo. He was like, yo, listen, whatever position you think you had or with all that shit gotta go if you come over here. All that shit stops, bro.
Right.
You starting over
Restructure.
here, bro. Yeah. Starting over.
Cause at the end of the day, Brim's was different.
Yeah.
Everybody know that. Every set have its own structure and conduct. You may have hoods that's just on banging time. They don't give a fuck about history or none of that. You may got hoods that's on militant. That what we was.
Yeah.
We was more revolutionary mentality and you feel me, kicking that positive black power uplifting shit in. You feel me? So that's what the Brims was for. So that's when you came back into this, you had to get your whole
I had to start all over.
shit all over
Yeah,
again.
it was re-education, right?
Re-education.
So,
Alright.
so yeah, we was at Katona Park, right? So we sitting there, and we was just like, yo, I'm saying, cause he already know what I was on. I was on stupid shit then.
Right,
I'm not gonna
reckless.
lie.
Reckless, young
so
and
like,
reckless.
Yeah, so like
Militant and dangerous.
yeah, so Luke's
Man.
more or less on some like, homie, you have to adjust to the way we move. We don't do that reckless shit you doing.
Right.
So, you know, we schooling me and all of that. So eventually, me and another homie, I gotta mention his name because I ain't gonna lie, before he got kicked out the whip, he was my nigga. The nigga Fever Brim. We was up on we was on a 9 in Prospect, 169 in Prospect, right? And I started some bullshit with the old heads over there. And the next day, them niggas was scouring Boston Road looking for me. So Luce found out about that shit. And then my stepmoms found out. My stepmom was like, yo, go to Queens or go to Long Island. Something happened to your ass out here. I'm not trying to explain it. So Luce was like, yo, homie, you still doing stupid shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you had rims before. I don't know how you had it. Because you're not. So he said, so listen, I'm just saying, right? Why don't you go where that shit is accepted and do all of that? Because we get money and you're fucking up the flow right now, right? Now we gotta go find out who's looking for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit. You know
So
what I mean?
he like, yo, I said, fuck it. I'll go to Long Island, my nigga. I'm gonna show you something, my nigga. I'm gonna show you who I am, my nigga, what I do. He said, all right. I said, so what I got? He said, I don't give a fuck what you got. He said, okay, just go where you going. Go to Long Island, go back to Corona, whatever you gonna do. Just go do what you do, my nigga. Keep that shit away from here. I went to Long Island, I went to West Long Island. Started getting money. I put the first line together, it was Charlie B. Before that, Luce said, oh yeah, while you out there, go check man. And then at that time I had just started communicating with We like that. And he said, yo, if you're gonna be in Long Island, Manny Infamous is out there. Go out there and make sure. He said he locked up right now, but he got the foundation. But it was 02. No, this was after. This was right after the NYBBA first. This was after April 2nd. Yeah. This is a little bit after that. That's when Luch was like, go check Manny drops out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I got locked up in August of 2002, so I was incarcerated when you came out there.
Yeah, facts.
But for sure, these are the facts that I left a powerful situation behind, and it was called the Safe Haven. Davidson, this block right here, Harley D, was the safe haven for all dime moves to pull up at. You feel me? Especially if you was Brim. If you was on a 9, nigga, that was the turf.
So when I came out there, Luch was like, yo, go check. Manny got drops out there, right? They out there in Wandance. So me, a few of us, Charlie B, Flatline, it was a few of us, man. We pulled up. But we wasn't on Davidson. We was looking for niggas on Davidson. But we ended up running into the homies on Lincoln in front of that store with a Chinese restaurant.
Right.
It was eating. I had
That's
so
Davidson.
much. No, that was Davidson.
Davidson.
Yeah, it was Davidson.
1339.
Right here.
1339. That's our store.
Okay,
1339.
So
Davidson, the Chinese store right next to the deli and the laundromat.
Yeah. So Cindy was like, yo, homie, if you got whatever you
Shout out to Money Tone,
he's
man.
like, if you want to eat, you good out here. You good. And every yo, bro, I was coming out, there was so much love. So I was sharing all my information. Like when PB had sent the new protocol and everything, when he sent the you know, the new code of conducts and shit, and the new open shit. I came out and made sure they had that, and then they had shit that was from Lace too, so they was giving me Lace shit or whatever. So we was exchanging.
Smokes and Nana was aligned with Two-Face. That's what.
Yeah, that's a fact. So they was giving me what they had.
I was too. I was on
had.
both lines, so I fuck with
That's
everybody.
the whole fact.
Look. This is the difference, and this is what I was showing the world. It's not. It wasn't about choosing sides and playing a snake role out where I'm from. It was about family. It's about family. Yeah, brother. He going through some changes. Got to get his mind right. Got to get himself together, and he makes his way out to my hood. And what he seen there, structure and order.
Early. Yeah, so when I it was Tenny that I hollered at, you know what I'm saying? And he showed the Brim love, like it was like he said, it was
Genuine.
structured. Yeah, it was real genuine. It was like, yo, homie, anytime y'all want, come out here, just make sure you let us know y'all out here. And then, you know, I went back to Nassau and then I structured up Nassau with the Brim shit. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere, like if you hear all the, I'm just keeping it real, and I'm not bragging or saying nothing, but I don't go for even outside of Brims, every fucking gang in Nassau, every blood gang in Nassau got somebody high in their structure that came from my bloodline. They might have that no surrender, no retreat tat on them. Anybody you see with that came directly from me. So at the end of the day, like the same way.
And the same with mine. Most of mine's got loved by few, hated by many, respected by all.
Okay.
And then with the B dogs, the dog paws, a couple of mine's got that. Because that was first generation.
Yeah.
It was mandatory.
Like I said, look, I'm not Brim no more, none of that. You know, I made my move. I'm on 4th Street, Eastside Mafia. You heard CMGB. So, you know, I did what I did, whatever.
Yeah, he West Side too. Yeah. Along with the
I ain't
West.
gonna get into that.
Shout out to the West. Shout out to
Triple O's,
motherfucking CMB.
They still there, you hear me? I still got my triple O's, right? And I told my homies on the West, no
That's
disrespect to
Crenshaw
them.
Mafia for y'all.
My 5'9" Brim side ain't going nowhere. I ain't gonna lock the dead game, it ain't going nowhere. The 20, it ain't going nowhere because that's my history. So I don't even give a fuck if you don't like it. It is what it is. It's who I am. It's everything I went through to become what I am now.
All right, so check
You know
this
what I'm
out. You know, not to cut your build on your history because we got enough to show you the connection why we call it the two-headed monster.
Oh yeah,
this
so,
series, you heard?
I'm gonna get a little. All right, so when it came to that, once I got in touch with all of everybody that man brought to the table, and we started.
And mind you, we never was in communication at this time.
we didn't ever speak to each
It's
other.
just love and loyalty
Facts.
and putting on for where we from and keeping the nigga name alive and not hating.
Exactly.
This is called genuine brimming. You
Big
feel
facts.
me? And not to glorify any gang activity, because me, I'm retired. Him, he's still aligned with who he's aligned with. But the respect and the love is there. And now we gonna get into the gritty part. His life under Outlaw 20. We want to hear that.
Yeah, so this is what's crazy. When I finally got up with man,
2009, I just came home from that long
and by
stretch.
that time, I wasn't prime no more.
Right.
I was Outlaw 20.
Right.
I was rocking with Kross. So when we got up, he came to one of my
What
nines.
position you was with Kross?
I was GF.
You was a GF for
Yeah,
where?
I was the town GF.
All right.
Yeah.
So y'all
Worldwide at the
relationship
time.
is
Yeah, I was his co at the time.
Alright.
You know what I'm saying? Besides, well, that was too. That was really the co out the streets.
is he a mook or something like that? That's
I mean, that's what the he was in there with him. He dealt with
the
it.
gay nigga.
Hold
So-
on. He was with him.
Kross
Hold
have
on. Knuckles
fun
was
with
with him
gay
though. Knuckles was with him when he got approached about it. Knuckles was with him when he was with the Mad Stone shit, feeling all of that. He could tell you all about that. He could give you. It's crazy you mentioned that. He could tell you
Gay
all about
nigga.
that.
Gay nigga.
I mean, I'm gonna say this,
Alright,
right?
fuck it.
I don't know that. I don't know that personally, but I know at the time we always sharing the GF and shit. That had allegations on him, and I think Disco had mentioned it, right?
Yeah.
In Green Haven.
Yeah.
I know many people who spoke about that, and they said Kross decided to say fuck the allegations and still put him in position and made him the minister.
He was
You know what I'm saying?
co-signing the move.
So I don't know. I don't know if the situation with him never was proven. And then there was
I
another
think it was
situation.
proven. I know everybody heard about it up north.
The next situation, right, was they said that he raped his bunkie.
That sound like a mook.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I'm not
Sound like
confirming it.
Yeah.
I'm not confirming it. I'm just keeping it real on the history.
I don't
That's
know.
what
It
took-
just sound like a mook. That's something a mook could do.
That's the reason why I'm saying it.
Booty
homie.
bandit. He turned from a
Yeah.
mook to a booty bandit.
So
at
that was the allegations against him, right?
Alright.
And at the time, as his code, I had to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't go fuck. I'm gonna speak on it. I'm not on some like going after him shit. I'm not saying I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying at that time, I had the answer to niggas saying your code raped his bunkie.
So this is the why hoods get faded, you heard? Cause shit like this be going on behind the scenes, and you feel me? But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so at that time, yeah, that shit was going on. They were saying that about that. And then there was another nigga that Cross sent home to be my code. I had to give him spank, get the fuck out of here, go back where you came from, nigga. Cause the nigga I found a nigga smoke crack. So I'm like, Cross,
Oh,
who the
man.
fuck you keep sitting down with, man? Like, who you keep reminding me with on why the fuck? And no disrespect to Cross, 'cause look, I talked to Cross. We talked when he came. I don't know. See, look, he didn't never say my name, right? I think he just wanted to diminish my name from OTB history, but I already told him that I don't really like the Outlaw 20 Brim attachment anyway because it doesn't go together, it doesn't make sense, and I'm aligned with the West too.
Right.
So Outlaw
'Cause
20
you
is
know,
two totally
Rolling
different
20s,
games.
we already know what's up with Rolling
Yes.
20s out there.
Yes.
Mad Ronald and them. Shout out to Mad Ronald, man. Shout out to the whole 20
So,
gang. You know what I mean?
I was
Outlaw
in
20,
tune.
Rolling 20. You
I was
already
in
know
tune.
what it is. You heard? On 20
Yeah,
time. Whoop that.
I was in
Word.
tune already, right? So I kind of like was like, so I was like, I understand it was an immature decision. Like he had less understanding, I guess, when he made the decision to name it that or whatever. But it is what it is. History is the history.
Yeah.
We can't take it from
Yeah,
him.
he got a breakdown and
Yeah.
all. Like he told me that
Yeah, that's
it,
what I'm
it was a
saying.
breakdown
I don't
behind
take
it.
nothing from him.
And he
I
broke
don't
it
take
down to
nothing from
Bumpy
him.
Johnson and all of that.
Yeah.
He broke it down to me when we was in a bird, you know. So
Yeah,
he
I
had a
don't
good
take it
mind.
from
The
him.
kid is a good.
Yes.
He's a smart kid.
Yo, listen, me and this
Smart
nigga was
dude.
like this. Yo, listen, bro.
Smart dude.
Let me tell you, I spoke to him when I came home.
He's so smart. He's stupid. You heard?
Yeah.
I don't even know why he did this.
Listen, when he came home,
Yeah.
after we went through what we went through, I spoke to him when I was in LA.
Mm-hmm.
When I first made the Mafia move. And I ain't gonna lie, he was calling, he was checking up on me. So niggas that be telling me like you never spoke to Cross since he been home?
He wanted to be mafia. Or he was
No,
trying to-
he was talking. No, he was checking on me while I was in LA.
Okay.
And I respect it, right? I'm like, okay, that's what's up. He apologized, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he wanted to hear me say that or whatever, but I don't care. Like, he said, and I'm saying he came to me, yo, I'm sorry, not like that, but he said, yo, listen, as a man, I'm going to apologize for my blindness. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, once you said you apologize and all that, I'm not going to walk you through it. We ain't going to talk about it. I don't care about what happened. It's over with. So that's how I took it. But then I found out later, bro. When it was like the way he was hollering at me as if he wanted us to reunite again and shake again. And I knew he was in a vulnerable state. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I'm keeping it real. As my brother, I never hated that nigga, bro.
Right.
I never wanted.
Like me, I don't hate him still to this day, but you know.
I never got, listen, this is how the Reaper Gang shit started. I was putting everybody around any nigga that talked or had communication with Cross. Because if you would have sent the missile, it was backfiring immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. So I never got nothing that said he sent the missile. I never heard he did it. Even at the peak of our problems, I never heard he sent the missile, right? So I never had that type of hatred for him. My only problem was, why are you so okay with wrongs going on for your personal fucking gain or reason, my nigga? I put in different, ain't nobody know nothing about no fucking Outlaw 20 in them streets, nigga, till I did it, nigga. Now, shout out to BIP, Mecca the Dawn, Lenny and Benny from Merrick and Queens, right? Tigger did his thing with that too before he turned Mac, right?
So it's safe to say that dude's been covering and hiding history and keeping people irrelevant.
Oh yeah,
and
Cross don't want nobody to know about me.
Yeah.
So why you think, right, when the dude Action got clapped and locked, because everybody know, like I said, the dead game is still there. You know, I had the relationship with Lie one time. It had nothing to do with Cross, nobody else. It was straight. At that moment, me and Cross was going at it, right? And other niggas wanted to pick me up. Everybody could try to put me in a ride, right? You know, the GF is getting offered to me everywhere. Even Lacey look, Two-Face asked me to, like, I went to see Lie one time at Southport. So Two-Face was like, yo,
yeah, we not gonna lie. You got a lot of shit going on.
POA. But at that time, right, Two-Face wanted to talk to me. Because he wanted to ask me. So I know he wanted to ask me something in regards to Kross.
Yeah.
I already know what time it was. So I said, look, I don't want to. I'm not the type of nigga to use someone else's political strength to handle my problems or my issue. I don't do that shit. So I said, my issue with Kross is personal, right? So nah. And I'm like, damn, bro, I don't even want to be the nigga to sit in front of Two-Face to even, fuck that shit. I ain't gonna keep it real. I ain't want nothing to do with it. Because that's not what I'm about, bro. But I know what he wanted to ask me. And I said, yo, even though I got a problem with this nigga right now, he trying to sort my name among the NYBDS. You know what I'm saying? He trying to make it look like I'm causing dissension or disruption. When, nigga, you being a tender dick, nigga. I'm for the people. You gonna take somebody I sent to you and put them in line with you, you fall in love with them, and dead my GM because of someone that you getting a little lick from on the dance floor? We don't move like that. I don't deal with personal gain. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I go for my soldiers, nigga. Why do you think my line was so strong? So all the threatening me with my position, oh, you gonna take the GF from? I don't give a fuck. Fuck that shit, nigga. I made that position, nigga. It's niggas like me, you, motherfucking Luch, Disco. I'm gonna keep it around. I'm gonna fuck. We don't like who or whatever. I'm not here for that. I'm just saying, niggas, we made that position. Their generation wasn't a GF generation. They are that.
So you
when it comes, look, nobody heard about GF until they heard us in the street with it, bro.
Right.
Nobody knew what that was.
I know that
Yeah.
because the line was so strong from the streets to the pen under Brim, and Long Island was the foundation of doing that. We did that.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
That's a
Scarlet, Nah.
That's
you
a
feel
fact.
me?
Scarlet, yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
From the streets to the pen, it was no such thing. So
Damn, I ain't heard those things.
this is what we feel. Like, you don't leave Long Money Island out of this shit.
No, you can't.
Nobody talk about no fat shit. We ain't talk about no killing, no murdering. We ain't talk about none of that. We talk about family business, structure, and respect, paying homage and honor. You feel me? So shout out to you, AK, you know what I mean, for bumping through
No doubt.
and, you know, pulling us up on character. We talking about character. But I just want to know.
Let me say something, Kross. Let me say something. You know damn well. You know how you let that whole situation with Action and my name coming up. You know, you got a platform where you could have easily said, that's not that AK. That's not AK that was the GF. You could have easily did that. But I get it. You want to erase me from OTB history. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how that go. That's not what I'm about, bro. Everybody who knows, just like him. Like, you see how man never used to brag, talk, or create politics to make himself important. Like, we was a two-headed monster of Long Island, right? And we never had to talk about that shit or nothing. The work stood for it. The people, the influence showed on its own.
Right, the love was there.
Yeah, exactly.
The loyalty was
when I
there.
went to Amityville, I went to fucking Wine Dance. If I said this nigga's name, nigga, way before I got to see him in person, if I said his name, that was it. That was it. He come to Nassau, you already know. And he already had a reputation in Nassau. You know what I'm saying? He was already doing biz with niggas and shit in Nassau, coming out there.
And in the field.
Facts.
And in the field. Shout out my VGBs, my Vel Lanes, Mega. You feel me?
Shout out to Mega, man. That's my nigga.
Shout out to that nigga Flames Green. You heard?
Flame, yeah,
You know, Eric fucking E&J. You heard? Yeah.
AJ was good.
Feel me?
Yeah.
Word. I was out in all of there, everywhere. I caught my first case out there, bro. Like, even in Hempstead, I was out there. Like I said, Mega, the other Mega. You feel me?
Come on, Low Rider,
Word.
nigga.
Yeah, right. Low Rider Mega, right. C Murder, all of them, man. Fucking rest in peace, Despo.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Word. You feel me?
Yeah, so like,
Shout out to them, man.
Like basically, man.
The other Eggy B out
Eggy
there,
B,
Half
you already-
Breed,
I just
Murder
saw Eggy
L,
B.
rest in peace, King Money. The list goes on. We really was outside. We really was on some 5-1 Bigs, the Bigs 3-1 shit. We really was on some trying to live and keep this shit together. And going up north and seeing Buster shit and going through shit like that. Like, I could imagine, how did you feel with seeing the love? This is the difference from street dudes and going into the penitentiary. How did you feel putting in all the work you put in and going through the structuring and the love that you see in the streets, and then getting aligned with dudes up north that you don't know but had positions, and they like showed you they real character? Like, how did you feel about your big homies that you You feel me?
Yo, it's disappointing, right? Because you
Yeah.
know what it is? You got niggas, right, that they come in the game with motive, right? They want to be, like certain niggas, they feel like, okay, if I go fuck with these niggas, right, I can get my name up, I can get my weight up. Oh, these niggas get money, I could do. That wasn't none of my shit. My whole thing was, I was a highly influential individual, right? I always put a cause in front of me. So when I accepted that Brim cause, it was above me. So it's easy to do. It's easy for me to love you because you being a Brim, I'm a Brim, that shit is above us. So these rules, the 9 rules that we given, that's above me. So I can never hate you, I can never go against you, but I went against everybody.
And it's like love at first sight.
Yeah, it's what it is. Like
I see my brother, I can, no matter where I went, if I went to West Bubble fucking and somebody came out